Hello sir, I am Shubham Kumar along with my project partner Amrendra Kumar. I am going to demonstrate our project which is food grain wastage management. Sir, we have selected K-means algorithm for this project. In this algorithm, easy way to classify a given data set through a certain number of clusters and define center one for each cluster. First, problem statement. In this statement, food grain wastage is massive problem and one of the most overlooked things in today's world. One third of all food produced in the world goes to wastage. Next, introduction. K-means clustering algorithm. Clustering is one of the most common exploratory data analysis technique used to get an insight about the structure of the data. It can be defined as the task of identifying subgroups in the data such that data points in the same subgroup are very similar while data points in different clusters are very different. Unlike supervised learning, clustering is considered an unsupervised learning method since we don't have the group through to compare the output of the clustering algorithm to the true label to evaluate its performance. We only want to try and investigate the structure of data by grouping the data points into distinct subgroups. Next, K-means clustering implementation. K-means algorithm specify number of cluster K. Initialize centroids by first offering the data set and then random selecting K data points for the centroid without replacement. Keep iterating until there is no change the centroid. There is next cluster. So cluster is the task of dividing the population or data points into number of groups. Here is object function, number of clusters, number of cases, centroid of cluster, and distance function. Clustering next. There is two type of cluster: hard clustering and soft clustering. In hard clustering, each data point either belong to cluster completely or not. And in soft clustering, instead of putting each data point into the separate cluster, working of K-means clustering. The K-means clustering algorithm attempts to split a given anonymous data set containing no information as to identify into a fixed number of clusters. Initially, K number of so-called centroids are chosen. A centroid is the data point at the center of cluster. This is object model of our project and architecture diagram how to project work, and rest part continue. Thanks.
Hello, this is me, Amrendra Kumar, and previously my project mate Shubham Kumar already discussed with the basics of project introduction and working or on which algorithm which we applied in this project food grain management system. Basically we created a system uh, where farmers uh, have benefit like in my code. First of all, we created the mainframe use UI of my output, where it's a system work area admin, like government officials who who will use the application for help of the farmer. Here we created the class mainframe and imported package business ecosystem, which which will which will provide us a system where farmer and government can connect each other. Mm, we created the government class also, where uh, in government class, here government officials can set the MSP or keep updated with the policies of store system or everything. Here we created the logistics also, which will help farmers to store their his grains at a better place or better place. And finally, after the all the performed operations, we we can we we created a data sets from the all data collected from the government officials. From this, in the end, we applied the clusters came in clusters algorithm, which will give us the optimal result or optimal solution, which help us to mm, help us to uh, find the space for better arrangements, better store, and better place to uh, better place in the government section. Here the enterprises or everything we created here package, like food, restaurant, account, or work queue, the work, how they work, or use government interface, farmers interface, and everything. Now I'm going to run my code as a Java application. It will take for a while. Now I have to select the mainframe on my output screen. It will also take a while. This is my output screen where we collect all the data from farmers. We can see the farmers network. We have added 3 farmers. We can add the more of it. And enterprise admin, here we can create type of what type of grain they want to sell. Okay, yeah. We have already added a wheat, Amrendra, and this is all. And after applying the clusters algorithm for different type of stocks, then the optimal solution we obtained with this graph. Thank you.